Blackstone Audiobooks presents
Artists in Crime by Ngaio Marsh. The book is dedicated for Phyllis and John. Chapter 1. Prologue at Sea. Alleyn leant over the deck rail, looking at the wet, brown wharf and the upturned faces of the people. In a minute or two now they would slide away, lose significance, and become a vague memory. "We called at Suva." He had a sudden desire to run a mental ring round the scene beneath him, to isolate it and make it clear forever in his mind. Idly at first, and then with absurd concentration, he began to memorize, starting with a detail, the tall Fijian with dyed hair. The hair was vivid magenta against the arsenic green of a pile of fresh bananas. He trapped and held the pattern of it. Then the brown face beneath, with liquid blue half-tones reflected from the water. Then the oily, dark torso, foreshortened, the white loincloth and the sharp legs. The design made by the feet on wet planks. It became a race. How much of the scene could he fix in his memory before the ship sailed? The sound, too, he must get that. The firm slap of bare feet on wet boards, the languid murmur of voices, and the snatches of song drifting from a group of native girls near those clumps of fierce magenta coral. The smell must not be forgotten, frangipani, coconut oil, and sodden wood. He widened his circle, taking in more figures. The Indian woman in the shrill pink sari sitting by the green bananas, wet roofs on the wharf, and damp roads wandering aimlessly towards mangrove swamps and darkened hills. Those hills, sharply purple at their base, lost outline behind a sulky company of clouds, to jag out fantastically peaked against a motionless and sombre sky. The clouds themselves were indigo at the edges, heavy with the ominous depression of unshed rain. The darkness of everything and the violence of colour. It was a pattern of wet brown, acid green, magenta, and indigo. The round voices of the Fijians, loud and deep as though they spoke through resounding tubes, pierced the moist air and made it vibrant. Everything shifted a little, stepped back a pace. The ship had parted from the wharf. Already the picture was remote. The sounds would soon fade out. Alleyn shut his eyes and found the whole impression vivid under the closed lids. When he opened them, the space between vessel and land had widened. He no longer wanted to look at the wharf, and turned away. "And am I hot?" the success of the ship was saying to a group of young men. "Oh, baby!"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?